Hi, I'm Dave McFawn. We're going to talk about safety in the bee yard today. There's several items that you need to be aware of to stay safe in the bee yard. The first and foremost is light your smoker before you go into the bee yard. If you get into your bees and you need your smoke to keep them calm, it's too late to light your smoker then. So light your smoker before you go into the bee yard. There's two ideas as far as the reason why smoke works. One, first one is it interferes with their senses. They have cells on their antenna, and it interferes with their senses. And the second one is it causes them to gorge honey and fill their honey stomachs up with honey, making them lethargic to sting. All right. In addition to lighting your smoker, make sure you have a box to place your lit smoker in when you're finished, so you don't set either your truck on fire or the woods on fire when you're finished. So I always buy or get a smoker box. Kelly used to sell them. I don't know if they still do or not, but sometimes you can get an old ammo box and use that, but have something to put your smoker in. And the other item is always put your veil on before you go into the bee yard. The veil is very important. It keeps you from getting stung in and around your eyes. If you get stung in your eye, you may very well go blind. So always wear a veil and tie your hair back. If you have long hair, tie it back so the bees don't get caught in your hair before you put your veil on. That's real important also. So you want to wear non-fuzzy, light-colored clothing, loose-fitting clothing. The fuzziness upsets the bees more than dark-colored clothing, so wear light-colored clothing. Also, for medical, and when it gets hot out there, make sure you're hydrated and drink plenty of fluids so you don't get dehydrated. Have a first aid kit with antihistamine available. When you travel to outyards, make sure someone knows where you are, and knows when you'll be back. Have a cell phone available, secure equipment in the truck, and secure your smoker in a smoker box when you're finished. Avoid eating bananas before you go into the bee yard. Bananas mimics the alarm scent of the honeybees. Also clean your hive tool. Keep your hive tool clean when you go from one hive to another to make sure you don't transfer American foul brood spores. You can clean your hive tool by placing it in a hot smoker and sterilize your hive tool that way. Also, clean your bee suit on a regular basis. Wash it on a regular basis. Scan your apiary for trip hazards like branches and stuff like that. And also, when you go into your bee yard, stand to the side or back of your hive. Don't stand in front of your hive where the bees fly in and out. Be gentle. The more bees you squash, the more alarm scent is given off by the bees, and the more you're going to get stung. Work the colony earlier in the day. Don't work it when the field bees are in there. Work it between about 9 or 10 in the morning to about 3 or 4 in the afternoon. Don't wear sunglasses or leather watch bands. Leather watch bands cause bees to sting. All right. Don't bump or jar the hive. Bumping the hive can cause the bees to get upset if you bump them greatly or a lot. Also place your hives on individual hive stands. 2 cement blocks at a time is best. Get in and out of the hive quickly. If you're in a hive 10, 15, 20 minutes, and the bees are getting noisy, you know you've been in there too long. Also, when you bend with your knees and not your back so you don't hurt your back. And beware of potential pesticide applications.